Okay.
So you just pull the cotter pin out and you can just lift it up.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't fly off.
Yeah. Trying to think of what else. Just wash it, and you'd be amazed how deep that black is.
Yeah, it's a factory.
No, that's repainted.
Oh, okay. That's right. The factory had like the brown.
It was red.
The red color or something.
Yep. So if I just do this one section right here. So if you follow the groove here, you can see where it is and then how it's spotted here.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to clean the paint. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not too worried about that.
Trying to do anything else. I think that's pretty much everything.
Are there any mods that you passed up doing, or it's like, no, I'm not going to do that to this bike?
Like, I wasn't going to do the velocity stacks because of rain.
Yeah.
I was going to go with the LED round headlight.
Mm-hmm. Just a 7-inch with LEDs in it.
Yeah, it was going to have 2 LEDs in it.
Gotcha.
A high beam, low beam.
Yep.
I hadn't decided on front signals.
Mm-hmm.
That brake light, that's where the M blue comes into.
Okay.
The brake light is your regular daytime light,
Mm-hmm.
brake light, and turn signal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
okay.
half of it will flash orange.
Yeah.
While
yeah.
you got a brake on.
Gotcha.
Trying to think what else. The only thing that I probably would have done different, I tried looking for them and I couldn't find them, was the CB1100s or the 1000s.
Oh, just start with a different bike.
Yeah, they were just too hard to find, and then people wanted stupid amounts of money for them. They were going for like stock ones were like $5,000. I was like, you're smoking crack.
Huh. Well, these are probably easier to find parts for.
Yeah, the 750 is the most common.
Yeah.
And then the other reason why I did wind up sticking with the 750 was because the 500 and the 600, it just doesn't have any power from what I read. I'm used to crotch rockets. So, I mean, I just wanted something to cruise around in and enjoy riding. And that's why I was going to this. But they said the 750 is a lot more weight balanced.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was like a...
So when you go into the turns and stuff like that, it's just a lot more balanced for you.
Okay. It's heavier, but it was more sold for like, like, I guess like business people that wanted to cruise around in comfort.
Yep. I'm trying to think.
Is this okay? Is this just a cap?
That's just a cap. Yeah,
okay.
It's fine. It came factory like that.
Okay.
If you take the engine out, this is a bracket.
Okay.
So you unbolt these 4.
Okay.
This comes off.
Uh-huh.
There's another bracket here.
Okay.
Okay. That's a little loose. You take this one off. The other side's not like this though. You take this bracket off, this bracket off, and this bar will come out.
Okay.
And then all you got to do...
I see. Yeah, the bar separates here.
So what you have to do though is, here's another engine mount, okay? And what you have to do is you have to hold the engine and pull it out, or set the engine itself, balance the bike. It's centered
on something that rolls.
Yeah, and you'll see like you can put a floor jack right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess you could move the bike away from the engine.
Yes.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you jack it up from the engine.
Yeah.
You unbolt this,
and
then you unbolt the engine mounts, and then you can slide the whole bike out, and the engine will stay right there.
Yeah. Okay. And disconnect the fuel lines and all that.
Trying to think of what else. Over here, this is your starter inside here. I didn't change it; it was fine.
Okay.
It's electronic start though.
Yeah.
And then your kickstart was here.
Okay.
Trying to think, gear changing is on that side. These are your cables. One's your throttle, one's your brake. Gotcha. Or no, one's your clutch. And the other one's your throttle. See the change in the handle? Turning the handle?
Yep.
That's your throttle. Trying to think of what else.
Anything with the gearbox as far as maintenance or changing?
No, I didn't. Everything was good. Clutch, the plates were all good.
Okay. But you looked at it?
Yeah, when I took it all apart.
Okay.
I thought, when I took it apart, I was like, oh, I might as well change the I forgot what they're called. They're not necessarily like clutches. They're like a clutch though, but I forgot what they're called. Anyways, I looked at those and they were still rough. Like somebody literally has that 30,000 miles. Like somebody hadn't really been into it. They weren't smooth. Like you'll see a glazing effect.
Okay.
When people ride a clutch a lot.
Okay.
Or they're shifting really hard.
Gotcha.
And when it goes to grab and ungrab, that's where your clutches get hot and they burn up.
And get glazed.
So they're just like brakes.
Yeah.
They have that, I forgot what type of material it's made out of. But they'll glaze over.
Okay.
So they don't grab. So same thing with like pistons. You can see on your cylinder walls, if it's a good cylinder wall, you'll see crosshairs.
Yeah, the hatching will still be there. Yeah.
So that's why they call it honing.
Yeah. Did you have to do any of that?
No, didn't have to do any of that. But I'm getting back to the pads on the clutches.
Yeah.
You could still see where it was really rough.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So, and the cylinder wall, same way.
Okay.
You could, it was like barely broke down.
Okay. But no scoring that you had to.
No, I didn't re-hone it or nothing.
Okay.
Didn't need it at all.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, you can pull it off and pull the head off. You'll see it.
Did you have any? I guess did you like any compression tests?
Yeah, I did all the compression tests. Everything's good.
Okay.
New head gasket. I mean, like I said, all the seals, gaskets, everything's replaced.
Valves are lashed. Okay.
Yep, everything's good there.
Okay.
And
everything's torqued, so I have nothing to do.
Yeah, you don't have to do. The engine was already. I got all that. You see in the pictures. That was the one of the. I stripped the bike down to just the frame, and then at that point I was like, before I got into the motor, I was like, oh, I'll tear it apart. It only had 30,000. Motor's still good. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tear into the motor now, anyways.
Yeah.
So then that's when I got into the progress of taking the motor apart, checking everything,
redoing the carbs and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Because I noticed when I did that, the big thing was when I started it, there was like a slight miss. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
It was something minute.
I could hear something in the
when
you
it
started
sounded a little
it up.
off.
Yeah.
And if you go through the bag on the jets, you'll see the factory jets. Two of the tips were broke off.
Oh, okay.
So what was happening was it wasn't seating all the way in the jet.
Okay.
So when they close and they're going like this as it's spitting the fuel, it wasn't sealing.
Okay.
So you're getting more fuel in there,
and
then that's what was causing the miss.
And probably the smoke from the burning rich.
So that's when I was like, oh well, I'll just redo the carbs. I was like, well, because I looked it up and that is the one thing I would do different.
What's that?
I wouldn't say wouldn't do different. If I had the money extra just to blow, I forgot who it is who makes it. They're hard to find. I want to say it's something like CC. I can't. Klein. That's who it is.
Okay.
Klien.
Okay.
Klein Carbs.
Okay.
They make a special aftermarket carb set.
For this engine.
Okay. For the conversion.
Oh.
And everything. And they say it's like a 30% gain in horsepower.
Really?
Yeah, but they're stupid expensive. They're like $2,500 for a set.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I don't know if I'm going to spend $2,500.
Yeah.
But they were rated for like, I forgot, like 40% more airflow and fuel.
Yeah. Okay.
And they say the engine just comes alive with that setup.
Really?
Yeah, but they're stupid expensive.
Yeah, because this is like a 65, 70 horsepower.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I think it was really rated for like 83 or 88.
Okay.
A friend of mine on my Facebook, you'll see, his name's Todd.
Okay.
Todd Chris, I think it is. He's really, he does custom bikes.
Okay. So he's familiar with that?
Yeah, he's up in Washington, Virginia. Not too far. He's probably about an hour south of you.
Okay.
Let's see. I think it's Chris Tom. He's really good.
That rebuild kit with the jets, did that include all like the what do they call those? Not pintles, but like the little rubber seats for.
Yep.
Okay.
You'll see it in there. It comes with everything. This guy here, Chris Todd.
Okay.
He owns Bushead Cycles.
Bushead. Okay.
You'll see here, actually.
So he builds custom bikes, or?
Yeah, he does custom cafe racers.
Oh, okay.
Go on there and you'll be able to go through his build history.
Nice.
See, like you see up on his stuff.
Fancy.
He's got this one CB750 back there, this blue and black one. Back there.
Yeah.
He's got the Gixxer 750. I mean, mine's, you can see it's almost
Same thing.
identical.
Yeah.
Let me find a completed one. a better completed pick.
Is there anything that you were going to him for, or just?
Yeah, I was just talking to him like some things, like what to do, what not to do.
Okay.
Um,
he was helpful.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Okay.
a really great guy.
All right.
He had talked to me about buying it at one period, but he had way too many bikes going at one time.
Gotcha. Yeah, I hear people get into it and they start just collecting bikes.
Mm-hmm. It was one of the first ones. It's what that bike is what put him on the cafe scene.
Okay.
You can see here, it's completely open end. He kept the
Yeah.
stock swing arm though.
Yeah.
On his.
Yeah. So and his shot
yeah, you
goes
can
up
see.
and down.
Yeah, and you can see it's got the drum in the rear.
That was a single shock on that.
That's what it looks like, unless he had it removed because he might have been working on it.
Because the stock one was a double shock, right?
Yeah, stock one
Dual
was.
shock.
Yep. And you can see here, he just has different discs on his, but it's got the Tokyo calipers. You can see there.
Yep.
The gold, what's it called?
Fixer forks.
Yep. And then the trees are the same as mine.
Okay.
So he helped me, like, I was talking to him, like, when I first got into the conversion, like, who's the best to go to and stuff.
Nice.
He's, like, get in touch with Cognito.
Okay.
Actually, I can share this page with you. There you go, I just sent it to you.
Thanks, man.
He's really awesome.
Oh, good. Yeah, I would like to have some friends that are, like,
semi-local. And the guys at Cognito are really good.
Okay.
They're a small, nationally known cafe racing company.
Okay.
And they, I'll send you that link, too.
Yeah, I have that site bookmarked.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Cognito's, I think the owner's name is Mitchell, I believe it was.
Okay.
He's really awesome to deal with. Like, I was talking to him about my project, and he would help recommend me what things, and he didn't oversell.
That's good. Yeah, I like that.
He's more of, what do you need?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
What are you doing? Yeah.
You know what I'm
What
saying?
look are you going for?
Oil filters in this front part, that's been replaced.
That's what that was. Okay.
That's in that housing.
Right. Okay.
You take that. It's not a filter like you would think. It's an inner filter.
Okay.
So you take this bolt off, and it's a fin for heat. It helps reduce the oil temperature.
Right. So yeah, all this is air cooled, right?
Yep.
So.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else. And you can tell the tires are still really, like...
Yeah.
You know.
Decent.
Yeah, you don't even have to, like... I don't even think a guy used them much. Nah, I was just going to go with them for now.
Yeah.
And
then, I guess, what else, besides that, the Bluetooth module thing, what else do you think I should buy to get this set up?
I mean, if you really want to... If you just want to really do it right... Your best bet is just buy that wiring kit and the module.
Okay.
And that's it.
To handle all your accessories.
Yeah. And then, like I said, and if you want to do anything with the front headlight and speedometer, I was going to go with a Moto Gadget.
Okay.
All my stuff was Moto Gadget brand.
Okay.
And Cognito Motors is a dealer of Moto Gadget.
Okay.
And
I have a friend out in Arizona that like makes CNC lights for cafe racers. So.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably rock his.
I was gonna go to a single tack. That's why I left that one off.
Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna go to a Moto Gadget brand.
Okay.
Where it showed your speed, your top.
Yeah, it's all in one.
It's all in one.
Yeah.
Right, and then I was gonna go with a Moto Gadget LED headlight.
Okay.
And then that's what I was gonna do too. Was I hadn't bought them. I was gonna do the turn signals on the end of the.
Yeah. I had that from my Ruckus. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to do that.
Gotcha.
And that was it.
Okay.
And then I was just going to finish, like, all the permanent stuff. But I didn't do anything, like... The only thing that is mounted permanent, that's put together correctly, is the motor itself.
Gotcha.
Everything else, even like here, on your brake calipers, you can see it's...
Yeah, just
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah,
but I didn't... I wanted... so I could mock and make sure.
Yeah.
Because, like, the cables, wiring, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the only stage that I wasn't at was...
That's good.
Getting the harness in, the Moto Gadget unit in, the Blue unit.
Okay.
Running all the permanent wiring. I was still contemplating what I was going to do here.
Okay.
Because this is the
Stock
Suzuki
fixture.
one.
Yeah.
The Honda one is in there. Ignition switch for the Honda is in there.
Okay.
The Suzuki...
My friend makes these too, the top plates.
Oh, there you go, yeah. I'm trying to think of what else.
Now let's see. So that Bluetooth type module, that thing's going to take care of all the accessories.
Everything electronical.
Including the keyed ignition, so I wouldn't have to have a keyed ignition.
No, if you want a keyed ignition, yes.
Okay, but I wouldn't have to.
You wouldn't have to with the M Blue. Yeah. There's an M unit.
That's the lesser model.
Well, they're both the same, but one is just Bluetooth.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They both have the alarm.
Keyless entry kind of thing.
Yeah.
Keyless start, I guess.
Yep. Now, the non-blue doesn't have the keyless start, though.
Okay.
Only the blue does because it's Bluetooth.
Oh, okay. The Bluetooth links up, and then it enables you to hit a starter button and go.
Let's see. Motor gadget.
That's good, because then I don't have to worry about getting the keys for the key cylinder. Is that in here?
Yeah, that's in that box over there.
Okay, with the key?
Yes.
For the Gixxer.
For the Honda. The Gixxer one is in the gray tub.
Okay.
But I only put this on there because I was going to go with the blue, and then I was going to find me a different setup.
Yeah.
Like how you said you were going to...
Yeah, I don't know what they call this piece, but I know he machines them.
So, I'll send you this.
Do you know if these are Gixxer?
Yes, that's
stock Gixxer pieces? Okay.
Because this is all stock Gixxer.
Gotcha.
It's just the brake parts. Now, this is even still stock.
Okay.
Because see the difference in the metal?
Yeah.
And see the fitment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I was staying with these because it's adjustable.
Mm-hmm.
And when your hand comes out, it's a breakaway.
Okay.
So, you can see here, this is what it looks like.
Okay, yeah. You can wire it up.
Mm-hmm.
M unit.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Trying to think of what else. Anyways, I'll send this to you. That's what I was going to go with, just to simplify everything. And just to show you too. Is it still available? Yeah. I'll be in the area Wednesday. I could pick it up then. I said, if he doesn't get it, then it's yours, which I was referring to you. Okay. Yes, but someone is coming to look at it this week.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check back with you. I'm 30 minutes south of Winchester and Woodstock.
Yeah.
And then, where did he say? So, very nice. Let me know, man. Got my trailer ready, and I was already going to Stanley to see some family Wednesday. So, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So, he was ready to jump on it.
Yeah, I hear you.
So, anyways, and then I had these other guys.
No, I believe you. Thanks for sending me all those pictures, too.
Dalton, Gregory, Chandler, Chad, Michael, and Steven. Yeah, they I listed it for sale before. Like one point, I was like 2,500 or 2,000, probably like 6 months ago. I had a lot of bullshit stuff with buyers. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. I took it off, and I was like, I might come back to it.
Okay.
And then 6 months later, I was like, no, I just gotta let it go.
Yeah. Make some room for another project in here.
No, I don't know about another one.
Or you can bring the Prelude in and work on it.
Yeah, I need to finish up my truck. That's my next step, is to get that done. Yeah. You can see, like, the other passenger seats there.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the back seats is back there on my workbench. So and then, like, there's all the stereo stuff I'm getting ready to put all in it.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Good.